So, vertical dramas are essentially movies that are split up into a bunch of reels, like you'd see on TikTok. And so each reel is about 2 minutes long, and there's about 60 odd episodes in a vertical series, which makes up roughly the similar length of a whole movie. But it's on your phone and it's on streaming platforms, which are specifically designed for vertically shot web series. So, like a Netflix, but for verticals. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
really odd the first time you do it because you're used to having all this space beside you where you can move about, and then they cram you together. You're literally standing shoulder to shoulder with the other people there, and you've got this whole your legs are suddenly in shot. I don't know why, because you're shooting
Yeah.
vertical. And it's really odd the first time you transition over to doing it. And really just storytelling things that aren't real in your own life, because that's kind of magical in its own way, especially like fantasy sci-fi stuff, things that don't
Mhm.
exist on Earth. I love those things. They it's just your imagination running wild. And yeah, it's probably my favorite category of movies. If I was to be in a fantasy series or movie, I I would really love to be this just extraordinary villain one day. This really bad villain that is not just, purely bad, but has this whole complexity and is actually, partially agreeable in a way. And you kind of feel sorry for them as well. They're like a villain that seems bad at first, but then you sympathize with them by the end.
Mhm.
And then maybe a tragic death just to top it off.
Oh, that actually would work.
It would work,
It would work, yeah.
I would love if
So
people cried at my fictional death. Just making lots of good friends. And when you see people that you've seen in the past from work and you see them on your current job, you just get so excited because you're like, yes, I get to work with
yeah.
them. And it's so cool when it's such a small world. With acting, and probably most industries and professions around the world, you are the driving force that is going to propel your career forward. You have to take that into your own hands. You have to take full responsibility for your career and your work and whatever passion or skills that you're going after or developing. You have to take that into your hands and you have to push forward, find opportunities, make opportunities for yourself, and not just sit around and wait for the world to hand you something, because that's never really going to happen. But everyone slips. I just got to add that in. Like, I'm not perfect 100% of the time. Nobody is. But consistency is very important. And if you can be consistent with whatever you're trying to do, you will see results over time. I've actually got a current dialect coach for a standard American accent, and he's been super helpful in just helping me develop that and actually make it, pretty like decently believable. Because it's such an important skill to have, especially for people who are outside of the States.
Yeah.
With the States being the predominant leader in the film industry, and a lot of movies requiring an American accent, it's a crucial skill, I think. But most of the time I focus on acting because one of the things that I've kind of learned in my self-development journey is prioritization of what you want to achieve. If you've split your energy and your attention between all these different areas, then they're all going to grow slowly. But if you split your attention between just a few little things, then they're going to grow a lot more, a lot quicker.